Okay guys, we're back and we are ready to finish the song, well at least the arrangement of the song and the sequence of the song. We have been working on the first break, we have been working on the introduction and the start of the song, we have been working on the TFT, which is the time for tension. We've been working on the chorus, on the build-up, on the automation, and now I kindly want to make a solid ground for the full track, which means that it doesn't necessarily have to be completely finished, but it has to be at least in a place where I have an overview and an idea what the end result is going to sound like. So first things first, we're going to work on the second breakdown. We're going to add some extra tension to it, add some effects, make another build-up, and we're going to go for the outro. And then I think it's really important to talk about how to make sure that if you have to make an edit for radio or Spotify, how can you easily dig into and squeezing a song from 4 minutes long to maybe, let's say, 2.5 to 3 minutes. There's an easy trick, and I'm going to learn you all of this in the next few chapters. Here we go. This is the project that we've been working on. As you can see, here are all the layers of the different sounds. And for now, I'm just going to give this a different color. So we kind of know that the bass is something else color-wise than the synthesizers. So I'm going to select all the bass here like this and color this blue. This way I know that all my bass sounds are colored blue. And for the synths, I'm going to leave them on green for now. On the melody here, let's say the chords and the piano, let's put the colors on chords a little bit different. Let's make them, give them like a blue tint. And let's do some piano here, give them a kind of a deeper purple tint. And this way we know what is what for a little bit. There are some guitar parts here that I'm not using right now because I think they're in the wrong key. And I kind of want to make a new guitar based off a plugin called Kontakt, or maybe even ask a guitar player to play them in live, which always gives you the best result. So I'm going to save this project and I'm going to dig into the second breakdown. And to make it easy, I'm just going to copy something here, holding Shift, clicking L. It's going to select everything within my selection. And I'm just going to drag and drop. As you can see, this little effect here is not included, and that's perfectly fine because here it is not selected either, and that means that this little guy here is actually being doubled by this guy, so we don't have to drag and drop that one. Starting on the one, the sub break I know is going to be my first touch of the selection here, so I want to make sure that this one kind of ends up here. Is it on the same track? I think it is. I do want to copy the automation, or maybe I don't. You know what, for now, I'm not going to copy, or I'm actually going to, yeah, I'm going to copy the automation. Okay, I'm going to show you why. So here, now, because it's the second breakdown, we can actually add 1 bar. And we're going to do that by going here, and then there's this, on top you have some of the extra tools, and you can actually insert a silence. That's a lot of silence. Maybe we can do insert section. That's great. As you can see, it just doubled this section here. That means that we do not have to manually drag and drop all of these synthesizers there. So we have a double of everything right now, which is fine because now we have a little bit more workspace. We are in the second breakdown at 145, and we kind of want to get out of it maximum at 245. Which is here. So at this point, at 89, I want the drop to play. So everything after this, I'm going to remove because this is where the drop should be. Or actually, I kind of want to erase this. There we go. Okay, I'm going to remove this one, and this one is actually in place. Save again. We have a double round of TFT here, which means we can make the decision to just have nothing playing at the beginning of the second break, or we double it up. Let's see how it feels. Well, I think that's fine. And the funny thing is here, I think the breakdown bass is actually perfectly in place. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put an automation on it so it's not directly giving us the bass feeling. There we go. Feels about right. Now I want to have an impact here because it feels kind of dull when you're getting from such a big impact into, you know, just a bass. So we're going to need an impact here. I'm going to open up Splice and see if it wants to cooperate with me. Splice. There we go. I'm going to look for an impact. Impact. Splice makes life so much easier. And I'm gonna get so much lazier than before. I'm gonna look for some of these impacts on a friend of mine's sample pack, which is called Cashmere, and his packs are just amazing. He has such a good... This one sounds dope. Let's see if it works in a mix. Sounds pretty dope, but I think it can use a little bit more drama. That's dope too. That's cool. Let's try if that one works, but then without the low frequencies, because we already have that in the other one. I'm gonna layer it up here and cut the low end from this part. The timing should be the same. Okay, gotta make sure that it starts roughly the same. I feel like maybe setting it like this. Getting there. This is also dope. Let's see how this one works. I think that's enough. Is that the right ending? Maybe we can find a better ending of the melody. Let's see if I can... Maybe we can... It's got to leave a question. That sounds like a question. This doesn't sound like a question. So that sounds closing, so that also sounds like it's closing. Here you're like not sure, and that sounds like it's closing, like it's a wrap, but it's still we want to keep the question up, so we got to bring attention, so we might have to make a quick adjustment to the notes as well. So that sounds like a question. You know what I mean? In a conversation, you're with a person, then this is the question. But that sounds like it's wrapped. Or so we got to find a way to keep the question open. Let's see how it sounds. It leaves the question. We end there. Let's play around with the melody. Maybe we can change it a little bit. So maybe if we leave the melody like this, but we play with the bass. I'm not sure how that's gonna sound like, but you know, if you don't try, you never know. So we're ending on nah. You know what? I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna get this up here. And I'm gonna pick these notes here and delete all of them. And I'm gonna twist and turn some of these notes to see if it can bring me an extra dimension. Okay, that would work, but it's too high. What else do we have? That's nice also. Okay. You got like that, like a major feeling instead of a minor. Gets back a little bit of Kashmir as well. Let's see. I don't know. We can also just play around with the follow-up of the chords. Kind of feels weird because it's so busy and it's so much going on that you might not understand what is really played in the bass. So it kind of starts to, I don't know, it works maybe on piano, but on these instruments it's too much. I think I'm gonna leave the bass for now what it is and see if I can change this later on in the build-up, just to give a little bit of tension and extra dimension to the melody. So sometimes you just find a note that works, like with Novell. I had this chord that works that I changed it on the last part of the drop and the bass changed and then it feels right. But you know, you just have to, I don't even have all the knowledge about if the notes cooperate. Just listen to, does it like glue, does it glue well together? Does it work? Does it give me the feeling I'm looking for? And most of the times it's easier to find if it works by just playing it on a piano instead of, or you draw it on the piano if you're not that good in playing the keys just yet. So it's like, nope. Nope. This works. That works also. But maybe it's a little bit too sophisticated. Let's see how it works in the breakdown.